Good morning, Year 4. It is Friday the 15th of January, and in English it is our guided reading activity today. Our I can is I can retrieve information, and retrieve means find information. So our text is called Winter Wonderland, and we thought that would be a lovely idea to do with you because of all the snow and really cold weather we've been having lately. So listen really carefully and think of the picture it creates in your mind. Winter Wonderland. Crisp underfoot, my feet sink down deep as a white fluffy snow caves in. A crunch and a slip as I steady my grip, let the wintry fun begin. Icicles hang from the buildings above, shining and gleaming like glass. Watery chimes that are frozen in time, reflecting the sun as I pass. Bushes and plants with a powdery coat shed puffs as a robin flies by. A flurry of snow hits the garden below as a robin looks on from up high. Snow starts to float through the bitter grey sky, a twirl as the lacy flakes fall, meeting by chance for a fluttering dance in a splendour of shapes big and small. I look to the river that's frozen on top, the slippery ice stops the flow. A crack and a creak in the silence so bleak sends a warning of danger below. The laughter of children is soft in the air, as snowballs exchange between friends. A snowman to make, a carrot to take, and a wish that the fun never ends. My nose is now red, my fingers are numb, Jack Frost has been spreading his cold. So home I will head to my warm cosy bed, and the fire a sight to behold. So that is our poem, and I do really like that poem. So our next section is our vocab lab. Just a few words in the section from the poem we're going to look at. So the word exchange, as snowballs exchange between friends, and that's almost swap, or if you're playing football you can exchange the ball between the players, so it's changing over. Numb, my fingers are numb. Numb means you can't feel them. Have you ever been outside and you've been playing in the snow, or you've been doing something, you come in and they're bright red and you can't feel them? That's because of the cold and because they are numb. And my last little bit, a sight to behold. Now, a sight to behold is something amazing. You might describe a statue as a sight to behold, or if somebody has got dressed up and they look beautiful, they might be a sight to behold as well. So I just want you to have a look at the text there, okay? Shall we read this all together? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Crisp underfoot, my feet sink down deep as the white fluffy snow caves in. A crunch and a slip as I steady my grip, let the wintry fun begin. Icicles hang from the buildings above, shining and gleaming like glass. Watery chimes that are frozen in time, reflecting the sun as I pass. Bushes and plants with a powdery coat shed puffs as a robin flies by. A flurry of snow hits the garden below as the robin looks on from up high. Snow starts to float through the bitter grey sky, a twirl as the lacy flakes fall, meeting by chance for a fluttering dance in the splendour of shapes big and small. I look to the river that's frozen on top, the slippery ice stops the flow. A crack and a creak in the silence so bleak send a warning of danger below. The laughter of children is soft in the air, as snowballs exchange between friends. A snowman to make, a carrot to take, and a wish that the fun never ends. My nose is now red, my fingers are numb, Jack Frost has been spreading his cold. So home I will head to my warm cosy bed, and the fire a sight to behold. Well done, you 4. You know what comes next? It's our quick fire question round. So There are a few questions there. I want you to write down the answers. Now you can look back at the poem, that's absolutely fine if you've got it near you. But are we ready? Okay, number one, what does the poet's feet sink down into? What does they sink down into? Number two, what are the icicles compared to? Number three, what puffs as a robin flies by? Number four, which does it say the snowflakes do? Number five, what is the carrot going to be used for? Number six, why is the poet's fingers numb? Okay, once you've done those, we can mark them. If you haven't done them yet, just pause the video, that's absolutely fine. If you have, get ready for the answers. So, what does the poet's feet sink down into? They sink into the snow. The icicles are compared to glass. The shed puffs as a robin flies by. The snowflakes twirl and dance and make shapes. The carrot is going to be used for the snowman. And the poet's fingers are numb because it is cold. So you can mark those out of 6. Okay, what is meant by a warning of danger below? Okay, have a quick think. What do you think is meant by a warning of danger below? We've got that in the poem here. I look to the river that's frozen on top. The slippery ice stops the flow. A crack and a creak in the silence so bleak sends a warning of danger below. Just have a think, what could that warning be? And what does that mean? Okay, if you need more time, pause the video. If not, carry on listening. So, sending a warning of danger below is saying that something dangerous could happen. Now, if the river or water is covered with ice and you're standing on top of it, what's going to happen? It's going to crack and it's going to creak, and then it's going to give way and you're going to end up in the water. So the cracking and the creaking is almost the river and the ice giving a bit of a clue, saying, don't tread on me, I'm not that strong. If you tread on me, you're going to end up in danger in the water underneath. And next bit, what does the sight to behold refer to? So I'll read that a little bit to you. My nose is now red, my fingers are numb. Jack Frost has been spreading his cold. So home I will head to my warm cosy bed, and the fire a sight to behold. So have a think, what could sight to behold mean? Okay, sight to behold is something amazing, something fabulous. So if you've been freezing cold all day, and then you see your warm cosy bed and a nice fire, you're amazed by it, you are excited by it, you can't wait to be there, and that is what a sight to behold is. How does that contrast or compare to the warning of, it's supposed to be danger, the warning of danger below? How does that compare? So this poem, I feel, has got really big contrasts. It's got things that are wonderful and really nice, and things that are not so nice and a little bit scary maybe, and that's what we're going to be focusing on today. I've just highlighted lots of contrasts of thoughts. So white fluffy snow, is that a good thing or is that a not so good thing? Now, I would say that's a good thing. White fluffy snow sounds nice. A crunch and a slip, does that sound quite as nice? So as you can see through the text, anything that I think is quite nice, I've highlighted in yellow. And anything that I feel is not as nice, is a little bit scary, a little bit not as calm, comfortable, I've highlighted in blue. Now you might have slightly different opinions to me, and that is absolutely fine. And if you want to do the same in your text, if you've printed it off, you can do. You can highlight or underline or colour in the different ideas you've got in the poem. If you haven't printed it off, that's absolutely fine. You can have a look on here and see if there's anything else you would like to add. Now, our I can, I said, was I can retrieve information. And what you are going to do is you're going to be writing about those comparisons. So you're going to draw a house in the middle of your page. Please use a ruler. And I said drawing a house because that's where the poet ends up at the end, at home by the fire, in the warm cosy bed. Okay? Then you are going to write words and phrases that are nice, warm and homely inside the house. So looking back on here, for me, it's anything that I've highlighted in yellow, I would write inside here. So there's my white fluffy snow again. And then write words that are cold, scary or dangerous around the outside of the house. So these are my words that are in blue, my phrases that are in blue. And as I said, yours might be slightly different. And there's my example, crunch. I mentioned crunch a minute ago. Then stretch. Write about the key features of the poem. What are they? And can you give examples? Now, we've done poetry a little bit already in year 4. But can you think of what some of the key features could be? I will give you a little clue. In, begin, glass, pass. I'm not telling you anymore. So have a go at this activity first, and then if you want to have a look at the key features of the poem, you can do as well. And that is it for today. I just thought I'd end with a beautiful snowy picture. This work today you are going to need to send in to us. So put it in the share your work folder on Teams. Make sure your name is in the title, and then we can give you some feedback on it. Okay, so please make sure you send this in. Hope you enjoy this English and hope you have a lovely weekend if I don't get to speak to you before then. Take care. Bye.